This interview was recorded in fall of 2023.
And once I was playing upward, I knew it was the sport that I loved, because you can ask my parents, I was chucking that thing when I was little.
I believe it.
Yeah, I've always been getting buckets, so I just love it.
Yes. Dudukovich,
yes, sir.
Welcome to What's in Your Bag.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Appreciate you having me.
Absolutely, man.
Definitely.
Do you remember the first time we met?
Man, I don't think I can remember. I've seen you so many times.
That's true.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take you back.
All right.
Your freshman year at Lakota West High School. I think it was Lakota East versus West game. It was after the game.
Freshman year?
Your freshman year. And I'll tell you why I remember this. Because I came up to you and I watched you play, and I'm like, man, this kid's a freshman? Like, I thought when I was watching you, I thought you were older.
Yeah.
And then after the game, I found out you were a freshman. I'm like, we've got to get this kid for AAU.
Yeah.
And then your dad stopped me. And so we started talking. You probably don't remember this. We exchanged phone numbers. And
oh, I think I remember this now.
You remember that?
Yeah, yeah. That was at West, right? Or
that was
East?
At West.
No,
it was at West.
Okay.
I think it was the East versus West game. And the funny thing is, when I put your name in the phone, I couldn't spell your last name, so I just put Nate Dogg. I couldn't even spell your name.
Yeah.
And here's the crazy thing. I realized that night watching you, I'm like, this kid's gonna be special. Now fast forward to 2023, and you have surpassed that. I mean, you've become a special basketball player on the court, special person. We've remained friends, and now you're here on What's in Your Bag.
I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yep.
So, everyone out there, here's what happens on What's in Your Bag. Every person that comes in has to bring a bag of their choice. We're going to talk about the bag here in a little bit.
Yep.
They have to bring in an item that represents kind of their journey in life, or items. And then an item that's a pair of shoes that represents their journey in basketball.
Yep.
So you ready?
Yep, let's go.
Okay, let's start with your bag.
All right, so first off, I got this bag from the Ohio-Kentucky All-Star game. That was back in April. And so like a few people from the state of Ohio get selected to come play in this game. And fortunately, I was one of those to be selected, and it was just a bunch of all the dudes that I already knew that were playing, and all my boys. So we got it there. We played that at Thomas More, where I'm going, so it was a good experience.
I was there for that.
Yep, you were there. Yep.
Yep. That's cool, because not a lot of people get to play in all-star games. And the thing that's always struck me about you is, like, you're a basketball dude.
Definitely.
And nowadays, a lot of kids play so many sports, baseball, football, track, doing all these things. Well, you're like a basketball dude. Why basketball?
I mean, both my parents played it in college, and I just grew up all around it. My sister played when she was little, and then I started playing upward. And once I was playing upward, I knew it was the sport that I loved, because you can ask my parents, I was chucking that thing when I was little.
Well, I believe it.
Yeah, I've always been getting buckets, so I just love it.
Yeah, so I do want to talk about Lakota West real quick, the high school. You're obviously graduating from, I guess, this week, next week, very soon?
We graduated last Friday. We had it at Centos Center.
Oh, you already graduated.
Last Friday, and then I had my grad party on Saturday. So.
Oh, I didn't.
So we got it done.
Get the invite.
No, I meant to send it to you.
Oh, I meant to send the mail.
It gets
It's in the, yeah, I got you.
Meant to send the mail.
No, it's all good. So you go to Lakota West, and they're like, what, 2,600 students?
Yeah.
At Lakota West.
Yep. There is 608 people who graduated in my class. So.
That is insane.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I was in the back row, waiting for all the names to get called. So.
That's
sitting
crazy.
Back there bored.
So, being that you go to a school that big, there are a lot of people that you don't know, probably that you've never met in the 4 years.
Yep.
But yet, everyone probably knows who you are.
Yeah.
What's that like?
It's kind of a little crazy, because like you'll be walking in the hallways, you'll see all these people, And like you can ask all like the football players that are going to play college, like sometimes you just get the look that like people like, you know, when you get a look and somebody knows you but you don't really know who they are, like when somebody comes up to talk to you and you don't know who they are. It's kind of like that, but like once again you kind of like grew up in the system and like you see them and you have classes with them, so you know like some of them. It's not like you don't know like all of them.
Yeah, and that's kind of like fame in college athletics, because when you go on to play college basketball at Thomas More, there's going to be tons of people at that school that you will never get to know, but everyone's going to know you. That's just crazy how that works. I want to talk about relationships. AAU basketball is huge with relationships, and if there's one thing I could say about you, so many high school basketball players in the greater Cincinnati area like know you and are cool with you. Very personable guy. Everybody likes you. But AAU basketball, I think, you tell me if you agree with this, AAU basketball is so unique. You play with guys from different schools, different backgrounds, different areas, develop relationships. How important was AAU basketball for you?
It was really important, not just for my exposure, but for like meeting new people and getting like to build a relationship with other coaches around the city. Like I met like a bunch of people from like Dayton, Kentucky, Indiana, Columbus, and it's just builds good relationships that you'll never forget. And it's just fun hanging out with a bunch of basketball guys that have the same goal as you, because when you hang out with people who have the same goal as you, you tend to work harder. So
pushes you.
Yep, definitely.
And you played at a high level. Played with Midwest Basketball Club. Traveled around the country. Playing at that level is not a lot of people have the opportunity to do that. Do you advise a lot of young players coming up to play AAU? When do you think they should start playing?
I think it's most important to start playing probably freshman year, because once again, it's just going out there and having fun at freshman and sophomore year, because college coaches aren't really looking at freshmen and sophomore. They're mostly looking at juniors and seniors. So basically in those 2 years, it's just to like get the feel of AAU basketball and playing 8 a.m. games and then a 7 p.m. game and just being out of town all the time. But it's definitely fun. If you love basketball, it's for you. Definitely.
And the landscape of recruiting has changed so much, and we'll talk about that in a little bit.
Definitely.
But I want to jump into your item. Or items. I don't know what you have. That's the beauty of the show. I don't know what anybody has.
I got a couple of things.
Okay.
All right. I'll start off with a banger.
Starting off with a banger.
So let's see. Keep that up to the side. So you gotta
turn my head. Can't see. Oh, of course. I need that right
You
now.
need one of these.
I do.
You need one of these. You might be a little sore.
I do. I need that. Yes.
Turn it on.
Yes. I need that. I need that.
Turn it off in the back. But this is really important, because when you're playing AAU, you'll be waking up at 7:15 in the morning. You'll be like, dang, man. Like my legs hurt from the day before when you have when you have a 10 p.m. game and you're just sore. It just helps me get loose.
When'd you get that? Is that you had that all high school recently?
Yeah, I've had this probably. It's not the same one, obviously, but we've had probably like two. My sister took one up to Ohio State to have in her room, so we just got a new one like probably last year.
That's a lifesaver right
there.
Yeah,
definitely.
And so many, and that's one of the great things about, I think, sports now. A lot more athletes know how to take care of their body. You know, you look at LeBron and others that have played for so long. LeBron's at 20 years. You know, taking care of your body is so very important. Eating well. Do you eat well?
I can sometimes.
Something you need to improve on?
I need to improve on that for sure. But I'd say the most important is stretching, in my opinion, because like when you talk to a bunch of like the old hoopers, they all like my dad, for instance. He said that he wishes.
You call your dad old hooper?
Yeah, he's an old hooper.
You heard that, Dan?
Old head. He thinks he can still beat me, but he can't.
Yeah.
So
we'll talk about that.
So he said if he could go back, he'd want to stretch more. And I ask all the college hoopers right now, they say they stretch more than they do anything, which I think is really important.
Very. I got into yoga. I know you,
yoga meets. Yoga meets.
I know you make fun of me sometimes, but I got into yoga, hot yoga, and it really helped me out. It's one of those things that I wish I knew back then, and I was able to stretch more. And you know, sometimes I feel like my legs have paid for that, not being able to be as flexible. You know, you're more prone to get injured. So that's good advice for the young people out there. Stretch more.
Yeah, stretch more. It'll help you. I promise.
All right, you got another item?
I got another one. Let's see. So you You gotta.
I need
you gotta,
this on my shoulders.
You gotta keep the beats in the bag at all times.
Okay.
At all times. I have to hoop with music. Like, if there's not a vibe going, or if there's not any type of music going, it's just not the same. I think I play better with music too.
Yeah.
So
you talking about when you're working out?
Yeah,
working
out.
on your game.
Yeah, or if we're playing open gym, somebody has to have a speaker. Like, all my friends know, like, I play music probably more than anybody.
Yep.
Yeah.
Lil Durk.
Lil Durk for sure. He got an album coming out. I've been waiting for it. It's my boy.
Ready?
Yeah, that's my boy.
But that's true. So I think basketball and music are so intertwined.
Goes together. Yep.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like so many high level players right now. I mean, you look at, I keep bringing up LeBron, but I think he's even, dipping into music, helping people, different artists and stuff. But there's always been that intertwining of music in sports. So a lot of people have that as a soundtrack. What would you say, and you might say Lil Durk, and that's fine, but what's kind of the soundtrack to your kind of journey in basketball?
I'd go probably Lil Durk, Lil Baby, throwing some Uzi.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I like
Little.
Uzi.
Anybody has Little in their name.
Yeah. Some Rio. You know who Rio is?
Who?
Rio.
Rio.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a new one on me.
I'm not. You on. People know who I'm talking about. You probably know who I'm talking about over there. But I'm gonna have to put you on.
Where's Rio from?
Detroit.
Okay.
Yeah. People know who I'm talking about, but
I have to check for this.
Yeah. Who else do I like? I like Juice WRLD.
Okay.
Juice WRLD's pretty good. I've been listening to a little bit of country recently.
Really?
Mainstream though. It has to be mainstream.
Okay.
Yeah, it can't be. I gotta know like the bangers. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's cool. Yeah, everybody. It was funny when we interviewed Rayvon Griffin. He was talking about he listens to country music before he plays. So it's always
calming.
Always fascinating to hear what music people listen to kind of get them hyped. So we've got Lil Uzi Vert, Lil Baby, and Lil Durk. Those are your top three.
Yeah, I'd say so.
I got it.
Yeah.
I got it.
Uzi needs to come back. I don't know where he's at right now, but
he's hiding out.
Yeah, he's chilling.
A lot of these things here, the music and rehab, and I want to jump quickly into to your family. Okay, you mentioned your pops. You called him a old head, old hooper. But let's be honest. Your mother and father both played basketball at Butler in the '90s.
Yep.
And I think your dad played on the Butler team the year before I got to UC, and Butler played Cincinnati in the NCAA tournament.
Yep. So I think that was the year my dad might have redshirted.
Okay.
Because he redshirted 1 year, and that's when he said he played Keith Greger, which you're a good friend with him. So
yeah.
So he was bummed he didn't get to play his friend, but they ended up playing again, I think. Did you guys?
He didn't. We never played each other. We never played at the same year, but
okay.
Yeah. But so you mentioned Keith Greger, another Lakota.
Yep, Lakota.
Legend before the split of Lakota East and West.
Yeah.
So your father is in the Lakota Hall of Fame, right? 2006, I believe.
Yeah, something like that. 2006, 2007.
Won a state title in 1992 at Lakota. Your mother, Debbie, very accomplished herself. Gosh. She won state, how many?
3 times.
3 times?
3 times.
She's in the Hall of Fame at her school?
And in Indiana Hall of Fame.
Incredible.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Hoopers in your family, man.
Yeah, and then Kaylin gave it up.
So your sister, Kaylin, she played basketball, but she was a better soccer player, right?
Yep.
She won a state title in soccer.
Yep.
Leading scorer in soccer in Lakota history.
Yep, Gatorade Player of the Year. She was ranked 3rd in her class or 6th, something like that.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And now playing at Ohio State?
She's playing at Ohio State, yep. And junior year coming up.
And then you got your little brother Alex coming up. He's playing AAU for us at Lakota. Now, the thing about your brother is he probably looks at you and your sister and takes a lot from you all. How has your family impacted you in the game of basketball?
I mean, it's always good knowing that they're there for you, and they're the people who you always think about, when you're going through a hard time. They're always there for you, because you'll come back from a bad game, your dad be screaming at you. He'll be you hear some words you don't want to hear at that time, but it's all love, because he just wants you to be good, and he knows your goals. My dad, he knows where I want to get.
Right.
So he's just pushing me. And then mom's a little bit nicer about it, but she still pushes me as well.
Does your sister give you some advice sometimes?
Yeah, she says like how it happened to her too, and she just ignored it and went out the next game and did what she did. Yep.
So I have something for you. So your family gave me a little note here for you. Okay. Do you want me to read it, or do you want to read it out loud?
You can read it.
You want me to read it?
Yeah, I'm out of school right now. You
Okay.
got it.
All right, here we go. Nate, first off, we are so proud of you and thankful to have been able to share and support your passion and love of basketball.
Yep.
Seeing your children find passion for something and then committing to chasing it is every parent's dream. Mm-hmm. What you are learning through this sport will carry you far beyond when the ball stops bouncing. Our pride is more than just any accomplishment you could have in a game or a season, but also how we have seen this journey shaping your character, the lessons you are learning, and the relationships it has exposed you to. Nate, run your race, dream big, do the work, but most importantly, keep going. Your fam.
Yep. Powerful, man.
That was from them. It's
Yeah.
good stuff.
Yeah.
Your
Those are my
family
people.
supports it.
I love them. Can't say much about it. I'm there for them no matter what. They know that. Yep.
Absolutely.
They're there for me too. So.
Well, let's jump into your shoes now.
All right.
We got to move all this. We got aux cords and we got all. No, we can leave it out. We can leave it all out here.
All
We got
right.
all kind of stuff.
So I had to pull out the Greek threes.
Okay.
It's only right to pull them out for because I played with them basically the whole season. I got another one that are like a different color that I wore for away games. So these are like the home. I wear these with red jerseys and white jerseys.
These are shoes here, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
They're comfortable. I actually ripped through these right here, if you can see that.
Okay, because you play so hard.
You can say that.
That defense,
yeah,
right?
That defense turning. But yeah, they're light. I like them.
So Nate, you've had quite the journey in basketball. So I want to learn a little bit more about your journey and have everyone here learn a little bit more about your journey.
Yeah.
All right, Nate. So I'm looking at the traction here, the tread here at the bottom. You wore these all season.
Yep.
One of the things I want to talk to you about is your recipe for success. I mean, if you think about it, you are the all-time leading scorer in the history of Lakota West basketball.
Yep.
Like, not a lot of people can say they're the leading scorer at their high school.
Yeah.
You can. What's been your recipe for success?
First of all, it's just like a really good blessing. Like, to me, it's still like going through my mind right now. I haven't really thought about it, but it comes way before like the season in high school. Like, I started working out seriously because I knew I wanted to play college hoops.
Yeah.
Ever since I was a little kid, like I would be in the driveway imitating half-court shots, playing in college basketball. So
Same.
it's just the work comes before that. So I would work out like 3 times a day when I was little because you don't really have much to do when you're in the 6th grade.
Sure.
And then I started taking it serious, and it took me a really long way.
Yeah. So was that one of your goals when you were, getting into high school, getting towards your senior year? Like, I can become the all-time leading scorer.
I mean, that really wasn't like part of like. It's obviously going to be a goal, but like it's not something you really think about. You just focus on going out there, playing your best, playing your hardest, and
winning.
Everything will show up. Yep.
Well, let's talk about that night. So you're playing Oak Hills.
Yep.
You scored 31 points. Now, if I remember correctly, that game, you actually drove to the basket, got fouled. I think you got hurt. Didn't you hurt your ankle?
Yeah, I just like tweaked it a little bit. I came down. It's my bad ankle. Like I've had a bad ankle ever since about like last year. I hurt it in the middle of the season. It's good now, but like it was still like healing at that point.
So you go to the free throw line, right? And you make the free throws to make you the all-time leading scorer.
Yep.
What was that like? I mean, you're in your home gym. Your family's there.
I think it was at Oak Hills. It was at Oak Hills.
Oh, was that Oak Hills?
Yep.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought it was that. So what was the emotion like with that?
I mean, it was surreal because once again, you're just thinking about going out there and playing your best, and then like I wasn't even thinking about scoring 31 points. I was just going out there trying to win the game, and then like like look up at the score. Oh, I'm getting close.
Yeah, you knew.
I might as well
knew.
go for it.
Yeah,
like,
you got to go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
So it was a great feeling though, for sure.
So as we talk about that, we have to talk about the journey, right? So you're a ninth grader coming into Lakota West. Correct me if I'm wrong, but were you given the option to play JV and be the man on JV, or play varsity and you don't know what's going to happen? You could play, you could sit the bench. Is that true?
Yeah, that's true. Because my dad always used to tell me, trust your work. And I knew that if I just got the opportunity to play in a varsity game, like I've been playing up my whole life. Like what's different between playing 4 years up and 2 years up?
Sure.
There's not really much of a difference, but I knew that if I got in the game, I'd prove everybody wrong. That thought I couldn't do it.
And you did?
Yeah, I did.
I mean, you averaged close to around 20 minutes a game, started some games.
Yep.
But there was I think a big transformation from your freshman year to your sophomore year. You think about your freshman year, you were scrawny, skinny, and you were just a three-point shooter.
Yep.
Am I right?
Yep.
Going into your sophomore year, you're a little stronger. You were able to add different dimensions to your game.
Yeah, definitely.
So how did that come about?
I just knew that if I wanted to be a college player, I had to do more than shoot the ball. That's my like word to all the little kids out there, that there's 1,000 other kids out there that can shoot the ball in the hoop from the corner. But the biggest thing is you got to be able to do all parts of the game: rebound, dribble. You got to be able to go in transition. So I just knew I had to upgrade my game a lot to be able to get recruited to play the game at the next level, because that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be the man at one point too. So it was just like work in the off season was the most important thing for me. And also I got a lot more physical too. The freshman to sophomore year was a big like growth year.
And I could tell your freshman year, even though you were scrawny, skinny, I could tell you were going to, like I told you, I saw you, I knew you were going to be a special player. So let's talk about, let's fast forward to your senior year, which just ended. Leading scorer in the GMC. And I personally think this year the GMC was the toughest conference in Greater Cincinnati.
Definitely.
You were the leading scorer, just above Deshaun Krim. You averaged 22.3 points a game.
Yep.
So obviously, through your journey, you built up to that, right? You built up to that. You worked on your game. You were able to score at a lot of different levels. I think most people that watched you play knew you could shoot the basketball in so many ways: off the dribble, catch and shoot, mid-range, to the basket. You were able to do a lot of those things. But I guess my big question is, if you have one signature move, what is that signature move?
Can I show you?
Why don't you show me, man? There's a ball right there.
So this is my signature move.
Can I steal it? Can I put it to mine?
Nah, you ain't. You ain't not stealing.
I'm not.
So it would probably be, I'd dribble it down. I'd probably hit him with a tween, hezzy, and then pull up.
Okay.
I did that a lot this year. It'd either be that or a in and out cross, and then I'd shoot it.
No, why that?
Because you can get separation from them, and once you make a move, like they're obviously gonna think you're gonna like go around them.
Yeah.
Like a little hesitation shot, you could just hit that, or like a little hesitation, they're obviously gonna think you're gonna drive. But it works more than you think it does.
So so you're the leading scorer in the league on Lakota West's team. You had 6 games where you scored 30 or more. Every coach, and a great coaches in the GMC, they're game planning around you.
Yeah.
Every single night. So first of all, what does that feel? Because I never had that. What's that feeling like, knowing going to every game, you're the guy they're watching, and you've got to execute these moves?
Yeah, it's all about confidence and like basically what you worked on. Because once you trust your work, like I don't think anybody could have stopped me this year. So like in my head, you got to be confident, because like confidence goes a long way.
Absolutely.
Definitely. So you just go out there and play your hardest, get other people involved. If you start hitting shots, they're going to obviously close out. It opens up the drive game, pull-up game, anything. They'll start fouling. That was the biggest thing this year. I got fouled a bunch.
Got to the free throw line.
Yeah.
What'd you shoot from the free throw line?
Close to 80, 70, 75. It wasn't the best, but
okay,
something to work on.
Now, you said a key word, and that's confidence, right?
Definitely. Yep.
Doesn't matter what sport it is, just in life, walking with confidence is so important. And you develop confidence through repetition. And you're not a big video game guy, are you?
I play a little bit. It's not
but
like
you're not
it
like
doesn't get in the way of stuff at all. No.
your whole deal is to get to the gym and work on your game. I'm sure you got to know the night staff at Lakota West.
Yeah, I know them pretty well.
You spend so much time in the gym. And I heard Kevin Durant say this after one game. A reporter was asking Kevin Durant about a move he did. He says, "Oh man, the crowd went crazy. Like, what were you thinking when you did that?" He was like, "It was natural." He says, "I've done that 20,000 times."
Yeah.
He says, "Every move you see me doing out here, I've done before." That same thing with you, man. Just putting in that time and repetition over and over.
Yeah. So it's basically, once again, confidence. You can work on every single move that you want, but once you get in the game, it has to come natural because you're not going to be thinking. If somebody's guarding you like you're not going to be thinking, "Oh, between the legs, behind the back." You just got to read the defender, and once you read the defender and figure out, you can either rip through or just you got to read them.
I'm gonna start working on that move. Every night.
Create it.
I'm gonna work on that move. You did.
All right.
Bet.
Yeah, you got to work on the other moves too, because when you start working on the other moves,
I don't need other moves. Just
I'm
that.
Be sitting on it then. I'll be sitting.
I'm just gonna shoot. No defense. I'm just
right.
shooting. All right, Nate. We're gonna do a little game here.
All right.
You ready?
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you this card. It's got one word on it.
Okay.
First, I want you to tell me what that word means. And then I have 3 questions regarding that word.
All right.
Okay?
Let's go. GOAT. Greatest of all time.
Greatest of all time. GOAT. Okay. You ready for the 3 questions? Your family. Who is
come on.
the GOAT? This is on record now. You've got to answer this. So we've got
This is a setup
Dan,
question.
Dan accomplished Hooper, Hall of Fame. Debbie, Hooper, Hall of Fame, state championships.
I'm playing safe. I'm playing it safe. I'm going Kaylin.
You going?
But she's the GOAT though.
Why is she the GOAT?
I mean, look her up. Look her up. That's what I can say. She's state champion. She's someone you can look up to, most importantly. That's my big role model.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I've obviously wanted to do what she's been able to do, so I can obviously look up to her. She was ranked high in her class. I want to be ranked high in my class. She won a state championship. I wanted to. It's somebody you can look up to. She's playing the highest level you can play at right now, and that's where I want to get eventually. So when somebody that you know is so close is up there, it's easy to it's easy to know what it's like up there.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
So it's just a really helpful thought to have, having her around.
So Kaylin's the GOAT in the family. Now my second question, this is a big time debated question. Who is the basketball GOAT? And I want to make sure, hopefully Dan raised you the right way. Who's the basketball GOAT in all of basketball?
Jordan. Michael Jordan.
Dan, you did a great job.
Jordan.
You did a great. That's right.
I don't like the way LeBron is right now. I used to be a huge LeBron fan, biggest LeBron fan. When he played at Xavier for the summer league games or whatever it was, I would go to it. But I watched the Last Dance, and after that I got obsessed with watching his stuff, and
I love it.
It's 6-0 in the finals.
I love
that's
it.
crazy.
He was unbelievable.
It's a good question. It can go either way.
LeBron's kind of this era's,
Yeah, this era's
player.
GOAT.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So growing up,
Kobe Bryant too.
That's now Stu Holt, our producer. That's his favorite player.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's wearing his 24 shirt there. So
I was thinking about saying Kobe Bryant and throwing everything off at first, but
I'm glad you said the right answer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, Stu? So Stu and I go back and forth all the time about this. It goes on for hours. Okay, so I watched Michael Jordan growing up. I idolized Michael Jordan. I tried to watch him and take different things, but let's be honest, I'm, not 6'6" with that leaping ability.
Yeah.
But I would watch Allen Iverson. And that was a guy, that was a guy that I watched. I watched his footwork.
Yeah.
How is this guy scoring and doing what he's doing in NBA, being so small and so skinny? He had a lot of confidence, as we talked about, a lot of swagger to him. What player do you watch and mimic things from and apply to your game?
I like to watch Kevin Durant. I watch a lot of KD. I like the way Jimmy Butler plays.
Jimmy buckets.
Keeps it simple. He's getting buckets. I like I like Max Strus.
Okay.
I could really look up to him because he came from the D2 level to the NBA.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is my route right now. I'm trying to get to the NBA like he did. And then he transferred up to, I think it was like DePaul or something like that. Yeah, he played at DePaul. I like AR-15.
Okay.
Yeah, I like him, the way he's playing. It's just people that like you can look up to and see yourself being, for sure.
I love it. I love it. All right. Last GOAT question. Okay. So far, you've done a great job answering. Michael Jordan's my GOAT. My favorite player to watch right now is Kevin Durant. If I was growing up in this generation, I would probably
he needs
watch
to stay
Kevin.
healthy.
He does.
Yeah. Once he gets healthy and like comfortable, like play a full season, no injuries, it's over.
No question.
How old is he? Like 30 something?
I don't know. I don't know off the top of my
Yeah,
head.
hopefully.
Not as old as LeBron,
hopefully he got
but
some more time.
yeah, he's got to stay healthy.
Yeah.
So the last GOAT debate, we're going to go back to music. Who is the GOAT in music right now? This is debate. I had a debate with my AU.
I know your boy. Jay-Z. But
Jay-Z. That's right. We had a debate with this
But
in AU this past weekend. Who is your GOAT in music?
right now,
I mean, of all, not just all time. The greatest of all time. You can say Jay-Z if you want, but don't feel pressure.
not Jay-Z. It's not my time period. I'll probably go with, a lot of people say Lil Baby. I like Lil Baby.
Okay.
Lil Durk, obviously. I'm going with Lil Durk.
Okay.
I've been listening to him since he was like coming up. Like I just really like the flow of his music. You can ask all my friends. Like all my friends know I'm obsessed. I'm always playing Lil Baby.
Okay.
Or Lil Durk and Lil Baby.
I know you love Lil Durk. We've talked about this before.
Lil Durk and
That's
Lil
your
Baby.
guy.
Yeah.
So you listen to a lot of Lil Durk before you play. Get pumped up for games.
Yeah.
So you might want to listen to some now because we're actually going to play a little game.
All right.
You ready for that?
Yeah, come on.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. All right, Nate, you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, contest time. In this bag here,
Uh-oh.
I have 4 different contests. Okay? It's our version of pig, which we call bag.
All right.
All right? Half court shot,
All right.
free throw shooting competition, or 3-point competition.
All right.
So you're going to reach in the bag,
Let's go.
and you're going to pull one out.
All right. Come on.
Once you read it.
Uh-oh.
3-point contest. Uh-oh. I was hoping you didn't pull that one because I haven't been shooting. All right, you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, let's do it. All right, Nate. Who's going first? Me or you?
I got it.
You going first?
Yeah, I'll go first.
I'll rebound for you.
I bet.
You want me to
Come
pass it to you?
Yeah.
All right, bet.
Get a little rhythm going.
You ready?
Yeah.
I throw a great pass,
All
by
right,
the way.
come on.
Okay?
Yeah.
I used to have to pass to some great shooters. Steve Logan. You know who Steve Logan is?
Nah.
Okay, that's all right. Don't worry about it.
You're old.
Ask
I
your
don't
dad.
remember that.
I'm old head. I know. Oh man, putting the pressure on me. Woo!
You ready?
Yeah, give me that perfect pass. Ooh. Ah.
Uh-oh.
Hold one. That's all right. Got some more shots left.
You can get a little 2-0 right here.
Ah. Okay. That's where the comeback happens.
Once you miss this.
Oh. All right, don't miss this, because you miss this, I'm definitely making. This is where Bob Huggins used to have me come off the screen and catch
Elevator.
Catch you right there. Ooh.
This dude almost caught me mid-laughing the shot.
All right, Hugs.
If you miss this, it's over. Uh-oh.
Woo!
2-1.
Now, I brought up Bob Huggins, okay? So I wasn't recruited to play at UC. It was a walk-on. And now, so that was 1997. Fast forward to now, the recruiting process is so different.
Yeah, crazy.
Right? So how was the recruiting process for you?
It was pretty good. I had a bunch of D1 offers starting after my junior season, going out through the senior season and going into the summer. But it's mostly about like what's the best fit for you. and,
Sure.
like, where you can see yourself being happy at.
Right.
With like the right people around you. So at Thomas More, I just knew it was home because the coach really wanted me and it's close to home.
My guy Justin Ray.
Yep.
He's a great person.
Yep.
Great coach.
Yep.
Why Thomas More?
I just felt the love from the people the most, the coaches the most. It's close to home too. I like to stay close to home.
See your family.
Be able to play in front of all my family, my people, my friends. So those are like the biggest two. And obviously I like the teammates, I like the campus. So it's ready to work.
Okay, if you could give advice to the young people out there that are in high school right now, maybe juniors, seniors to be, any advice in terms of the recruiting process?
Yeah, just to stay patient. That's the most important thing of all time. Just stay patient in the recruiting process. It's all gonna happen. It's gonna happen at the right time. You just gotta trust God. And once it happens, you'll know when home is home. So just stay patient. It's way different now than what it used to be. It'll become later. It's gonna come later. It's gonna go to transfer portal, and then they're gonna go to high school kids. So just stay patient. Your time will come soon.
All right, you ready to finish this up?
Yeah, let's go.
So what's it, 2-1?
2-1.
There's a lot of pressure on this fourth shot right here. I feel it come back. You ready?
Come on.
See, the problem is I'm giving you these perfect passes because I had to pass to so many great shooters at UC. Okay. Oh! You know what? We'll do this last spot even though I lost.
It's all right.
It's these great passes. It's these great passes I'm giving you. Ready?
Don't embarrass yourself right here. Come on, you got to make two at least.
You know what? You know what the problem is?
Huh.
So, when I was playing for the Bearcats, I never shot at the three-point line. You know why?
Why?
Because I'm only 5'11". Everyone was 6'4". Ruben Patterson,
scoot back a little
6'6".
bit.
I had to scoot back. I had to shoot from deep because they were so tall. So, if I step back,
All right.
I think that's what the
All right,
problem
come on.
is.
Let me see.
Okay, you ready? See? Oh,
Nah.
can we edit that? Can we edit? You got me.
Yes, sir.
You got me, man. Good job.
Sorry, you know not to mess with my jump shot right now.
So Nate, you know, the first time I met you, like I said, I thought you'd become a special player. You've done that. I think sky's the limit in college. I think you're gonna thrive. You think about the access to weight room, you know, trainers,
Yep.
good diet. Your game's just gonna go through the roof. However much of a good player you were in high school, I think you're gonna be even better in college.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. So let's fast forward. Let's look at the year 2030.
Oh.
Okay? Long way off, but it'll come sooner than later. What will you be doing? What are some of your goals? You think about 2030, you're going to be out of college. What do you want to be doing at that point?
Hopefully I'm still hooping. That's the goal.
Okay.
I want to play pro, so I'm going to keep working, hopefully get to that goal. Play pro. If not, I'll have another route. I'll get my degree, be able to figure stuff out like that, but that's just far away from here.
It's going to come quickly.
Yeah, it's going to come quickly for sure. Just like high school. High school flew by.
Did it?
Yep, it's crazy.
That's what happens, man. I used to
Yeah.
have hair in college, and then next thing I know, it was gone. It's just like, what happened? Just goes like that, man.
Yeah.
Well, I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're in good hands with Justin Ray at Thomas More,
Yeah.
and like I said, sky's the limit for you.
Thank you.
I appreciate you coming on. What's in
Yeah,
your
thank
bag?
you for having me. Appreciate
My guy.
you.
You're welcome.
Yep.
All right, Nate, got something for you.
Yeah.
I got free food from Penn Station, one of
Yeah.
our sponsors here. You like Penn Station?
Yeah, I love it.
Okay, what do you get? What's your go-to?
Chicken barbecue, side of
Ooh.
fries, maybe a little cookie. You know the cookies at the
Okay,
end.
got the cookie.
Yeah.
Okay, got the
Yeah.
cookie. Take some of your boys with you.
I got you.
Now, is it true your boys call you Wreck-It Ralph? Is this?
That's on the low. That's only some people call me Wreck-It Ralph.
Wow, I found out some good stuff, huh?
I guess so. I guess so. It's low key, but
Low key, so now everybody knows.
yeah, now everybody knows.
All right, Wreck-It Ralph.
Only the real ones know
Oh.
what it means.
The day ones.
The day ones know what it means.
And do you want to tell everyone that you want to challenge me in boxing too?
Oh, yeah.
Want a pay-per-view?
Yeah, come on. If you want to, text Meech and we gonna get it set up. Well, what's it, a little 50 per ticket?
Whatever you want.
Winner
You
takes
wanna do
all.
it? Winner takes all.
All right, you
Bet?
heard it here. You heard it here.
You heard it. Me
I
and you
bet.
in the ring.
Yeah, come on.
It's on, man.
Come on.
Thanks for coming on the show. Oh, man, it's about to be. Thanks for coming on the show.
Appreciate you.
Yep, absolutely.
Yep.
Since this interview, Nate played his freshman year for Thomas More University, averaged 12.12 points a game, and earned Great Midwest Athletic Conference Freshman of the Year honors. He then got into the transfer portal and will be playing for Division I IUPUI this coming season.